If you think this video is me disliking Iris, I don't actually hate her, and I find the distaste for her to be weird. I actually enjoy her, which is why I'm disappointed with how Pokemon Journeys decided to handle her. A problem with Iris is that she's a microcosm of everything wrong with Pokemon's World Coronation Series or Pokemon World Championship, depending on the side of the ocean you're on. The World Coronation Series has this ranking system where all trainers across the world are divided into classes, such as the normal, great, hyper, and ultimately master class. Pokemon Journeys makes the mistake of trying to use numbers in order to facilitate storytelling. Now, I'd be lying if I didn't like numbers, my degree was in engineering after all. But the problem is that there's a difference between theoretical numbers and actual numbers. In a practical sense, 144 square feet is just a theoretical number. It's just a few characters before you, as is 13.378 square meters, or even 13.4 square meters. You don't really get a practical sense of scale with just this text alone until you actually go out and find something that matches these dimensions, like a Vex Robotics field, which is 12 feet by 12 feet, aka 144 square feet. This video is not sponsored, by the way. One of my problems with how the World Coordination series is handled is basically that. We're shown a lot of ranking numbers, but the context surrounding them is sorely lacking. Iris is a great example of this. When we see Iris again, we see that she's champion of Unova, having taken the crown from Alder. While some fans have taken issue with her even having the crown in the first place, I don't. What I take issue is that the show is trying to sell us that Iris is a threat to Ash. Old fans will go, well, okay, what has she been doing that makes her a threat to Ash in the World Coronation series besides having this title? While fans brought in by Journeys are just baffled as to who this girl even is. I am aware there is a brief mention of her journey with Ash in Black and White, but you're going to need to tell us a little bit more as to why she's a threat now. The solution is quite obvious. Pull an MCU and have some storytelling using small scenes. Obviously not post-credit scenes because that's not how TV works, but you can do something to make her build up as a threat. Have Iris get ready to face challengers for the title, and have it cut to credits and not shown the battle. We know that she would be the champion of Unova because clearly these people didn't win. Have her face members of her Elite Four because heaven forbid a champion spar with their own Elite Four. Or hell, just have her fight Claire. She's technically a pre-established character that fans can deal with, and she's pretty competent. Just have her fight Iris once. Give us a reason as to why we should take her seriously as a threat to Ash other than nostalgia, fan service, and because she has a great team in the games. She actually ranks higher than Ash at the start of the Masters 8, ranking in at 7 as opposed to, dead last. How this comes off is that Iris feels like she got promoted beyond her rank, that she just got lucky, that she just stumbled into the Pokemon World Championship with a pool of candidates that were pathetically weak that she basically walked through. It just makes her come off as not as strong as they intended her to be, which isn't good storytelling at all because by extension that makes your protagonist come off as just stumbling into this. Which is really sad because compared to Ash, she felt honestly more like an underdog. She's one of the participants in this who doesn't use any generational gimmicks like Mega Evolution Dynamaxing / Gigantamaxing or Z moves. In other words, this is an extended way of saying, show us these moments, show us that she's a threat, don't tell us that she's a threat. But those are just my thoughts on the matter. Please consider liking, subscribing, tipping the channel on Ko-fi. This is Cyril signing off.